Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to be doing something a little different. I don't know if you all remember the video I did a while back, like years ago. I was probably like 13 when I did the video. But it was about forbidden to eat meats according to the Bible and the dietary laws and all of that. And I also covered a few reasons why you shouldn't eat certain meats like pork. This isn't a part 2, but I definitely do want you all to stay tuned for that if you're even still thinking about it. I said I was going to do a part 2 to that video a long time ago, and I definitely do plan on doing that, y'all willing. But in this video, I'm going to be covering something kind of similar. That's why the titles are kind of alike. And this particular video is on recalled food. So earlier this year, and even more recently, but I'm just covering the ones from that time period. Earlier this year, there was a lot of foods, especially meats, but different foods in general, being recalled for different reasons. I'm going to go to this link, including a drink. There was a drink that my brother was always getting at one point, and that particular drink was recalled, and a few other things like chicken and things of that nature. And I just sat back and I thought, I think that's why it's important that we all try to eat healthier. Because when you eat more processed foods, meals that are already prepared that you reheat and things of that nature, because those mainly things like that, it kind of puts you at risk for a lot of different things. So there was an urgent bread recall. This was a little bit more recently than earlier this year. It was August 19th, and it was like breads and pretzels and stuff that could be contaminated by with bacteria, basically. Yeah, I think it says here King's Hawaiian pretzel bread. They had a recall for that. They had a recall. Oh, they recalled it for, it's kind of hard to pronounce. I'm going to just try to put it in the screen and hopefully you guys can see it. If you can see that on the screen. That's what it was recalled for. It says the company notes there are no known cases of illness associated with the King's Hawaiian pretzel bread products in the recall. Moreover, it has not detected any pathogens in its products, but it's conducting the recall out of an abundance of caution. The theoretical risk of infection remains. So that's that. It lists different things in the article. As I mentioned before, it just said all these breads and pretzels could be contaminated with bacteria. So I'm guessing it's just the whole brand, King's Hawaiian. So yeah, that's definitely scary that whoever's eating that bread could possibly get sick from whatever's in it. Another one, this one was especially the one that caught my eye, was for chicken. I'm going to the link. So it says Wayne Farms LLC recalls ready-to-eat chicken breast fillets, products that may be undercooked. So this is for like people who buy ready-made meals that you reheat, things of that nature. It just lists a whole bunch of different foods and numbers to these foods and the places, and the particular types. Like it names a few. The 8 packages of 6-ounce all-natural fire-grilled chicken breasts with use-by dates ranging from 5/10/22 to 4/29/23. So that's a nice little chunk of time. It has on here the Chef's Craft chicken breast fillets, Crazy Fresh grilled chicken breasts and ancient grains with kale, Quick and Easy grilled chicken breasts and ancient grains. Yeah, that's the same. So it just lists a bunch of different meals that these people, the Wayne Farms, have produced, and they're saying that, you know, it's probably not safe to eat due to bacteria and things of that nature. And this particular announcement or recall was made on a government site. It's fsis.usda.gov. So it's like an official article here, and I'm gonna just put it in the screen so you can see. Not sure if it's focusing. It's probably not. So yeah, but it's just the fact that they have to issue this, and they have to put all these numbers to the different brand and the labels and the dates and all of this official information about this particular chicken because it's not safe to eat. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I'm not going to read this whole article here. I definitely suggest you all check it out if you're interested in further information. There's another one. I'm going to the drink that I mentioned earlier in this video. This particular article, this was the drink that I was talking about that some of my siblings drink. It says that there were 5,760 cases of Capri Sun have been recalled after being contaminated with cleaning solution. I don't even know how that happened. So that's a lot of cases. It's really quite ridiculous. I remember I had asked this particular person to pick me up some because I was like, oh, those taste really good. And he was like, oh, I think they're having a recall on them at this point. So I was like, a recall? So I looked it up. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That I was about to have some of this particular juice because it was delicious. But so this is what the particular brand had to say about cleaning solution ending up in the drinks. It says, Kraft Heinz said in a statement that a cleaning solution used to treat food processing equipment was inadvertently introduced into a production line at one of our factories. The issue was discovered after it received several consumer complaints about the product's taste. The company didn't disclose how many total pouches have been recalled. However, each case has 4 cartons that have 10 pouches each, totaling in about 230,000 individual pouches possibly being affected. So they go on to talk about the dates in which you should look out for this particular product. I didn't even see this or know about this. It says earlier this week, about 13,000 pounds of frozen pizza made by Home Run and Frozen Foods was recalled because of potential metal contamination. The pizza's meat topping may be contaminated with strenuous materials, specifically metal, the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service said in a statement Sunday. So, yeah, that's really crazy. Like, what if we had drank some of the Capri Sun juices that had that particular cleaning solution in it? That's really crazy to think that all of these recalls are happening in food nowadays because people aren't being careful and mishaps are happening in these factories. I mean, that's why I think that certain brands just shouldn't be trusted, first of all, anymore. Second of all, overly processed things shouldn't be trusted. Especially if you're one to buy those already cooked or made meats and dinners and things of that nature, toppings for salads and all of these weird brands of bread that aren't organic. We already know that there's a lot of things put in bread that you probably shouldn't eat. Like, pay attention to enzymes and dough conditioner. Those are 2 ingredients that we look for in bread. And we just stopped getting most brands of bread. There's only a couple of brands that we get. So I'll probably do a video on that, different brands of cheese and bread and things of that nature, that we did a little bit of research on, and they seem to be safe. But at the end of the day, we don't know what's happening in these factories, and we should definitely be on the lookout for recalls in food, because we don't want to be one of the unlucky people who accidentally eats some of this contaminated food and gets sick. You know, people end up sick all the time, and it's hard to know where it comes from, but it definitely comes from an outside source most times. It's always about what you eat, what's in the food that you eat, or how it's prepared, all of those things. Yeah, that's why it's definitely important to be careful what you eat. So with that being said, I hope this video was helpful, and I hope that you all are more mindful with the food that you eat. If you have any questions or if you have a comment, please leave it in the comment section below. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like.